Right now, we getting the Thunder. They got a lot of hype coming in with them too, especially with Chet Holmgren talking about free seven. When I seen free seven, I said, "Motherfucker, free yourself. What the hell you like? If you can hoop, go tell a doctor you can hoop. You ready to come back?" But what you think the ceiling is for this? You think this ceiling they going to the finals like we seen Russ, Harden, KD, Sheldon? You think they going back to the finals with this team? Because that's the expectations. What the other three did.
Not in the next
You
5
don't
years.
even you don't even know. You ain't even seen the full team on the court, so it's hard to even say.
I don't think. Well, really, can they exceed this Thunder team with them three? Actually,
No.
they probably could because they're probably going to stay longer than this thing. They only stayed 3 years together. We only saw 3 years of Harden, Westbrook, and KD, and we saw they finally go back to the playoffs. They lose to the Lakers. Then they go to the conference finals, lose to the Mavericks. That was the Dirk year. Then they go to the finals the third year. They lost to the Heat, and that was it. And I mean, I feel like with this core with Shea, Chet, Giddey, and Williams, I think they're gonna stay way longer than 3 years. So can they potentially get to the finals? It depends because we don't know how these other teams gonna be.
Yeah. Right situation.
I think they will get there. Not in the next. I say not in the next 5 years.
Ace,
No.
what are you saying?
No. It's possible, yeah, with the right situation, but I'm just saying that's hard to really say because we haven't even seen that core on the floor together. We don't know how Chet's gonna play. You know, we know what he can do and what he can bring and what he's expected to do, but is he gonna live up to those expectations? We can't really know yet. So I know Shea has emerged as a star for real in my eyes this season. So you already got one piece right there, and you got a nice roster. And like Sheldon said, you know, if they're gonna be there for a while, don't really think they leaving or going nowhere. So in the next 5 years, no. But is it possible? Could be. You know, with the old heads and the top players in the West, they're gonna be retiring soon. So who knows? Maybe they run the West.
Crazy to me. I can't believe you just said Shea just became a star to you this year, bro. That's crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy, bro.
I'll say this. I think he's really been a star I think it really started last year. He just got noticed this year. I think he just got noticed this year.
He could be called a superstar if he's averaging 31.
Actually, you can because superstars are basically players that you can elevate your team, and he's elevated. So yeah, I don't have a problem with anybody saying he's a superstar. Yeah. He's got them in the play-in. Nobody thought they was gonna make play-in. So yeah, you can say he's a superstar.
Yeah, he's one of the young superstars.
It's just he just got noticed this year. But I felt like he was good his whole career. I felt like he was always good.
I mean, he was always good, but like I said, in my eyes, he just emerged as a superstar.
Which one, star or superstar?
I mean, if you say he averaging 31, I would categorize that as a superstar. Superstar.
That's a lot of points. To average 31 points.
And he been available.
Honestly, finally. Because usually you get shut down 2-3 weeks ago, typically with OKC. I don't think this OKC core. I don't think this core reaches the same height as the that those are 3 MVPs. You got 3 MVPs. How many MVPs you got between them? 3. The potential is there. I believe in you guys, but you know me. I believe in ethic, and I believe in show me what you do today, not what you done tomorrow. Too many times I see these rookies come in, they get the keys to the franchise, they don't prove themselves. I ain't seen no skinny guy come to the league and shake things up yet. I ain't seen no skinny dude come to the league and shake things up yet.
I don't think he was handed the keys. I don't think he's gonna get him because Jay was already there. I don't think he was handed.
I'm gonna say this honestly. I just don't see it. I think the West always finds a way to stay competitive. Even this year, last year when the East was better, and the East has the favorites to win the title. The West always finds a way to stay competitive, and I think these guys they got a long way to go. I don't think Shea's gonna be there within the next 4 years. I think Josh Giddey. He's decent. He's great, but I don't know. I think they need to find out some better role for him because he really is the point, but they put him at the two. And Chet, even with Dub, they got Jalen. Dub, Jalen Williams. I don't know. I just don't. Harden, a monster. Harden was a monster off the bench. Westbrook, like Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose. KD, it's Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant. None of these guys have any ceiling there in it.
I mean, and it wasn't solely on them three. You have to, when you speak of that Thunder, you gotta throw Surge in there. I would say KP, but
Perfect.
No, he was the reason they got there because he brought the defensive intensity.
Yeah,
I feel like he was one of the reasons how they started this run, how they really started. I think he plays a big part.
So. He was the coach, wasn't he?
Not that first year they went to
like Scott Skiles or
I don't know. I love them. I think they can reach it probably, but I think with this core right now, I think even just looking at it from a GM standpoint, looks good, looks real good on paper. But a lot of times you put these teams on paper, they're not what we think they're supposed to be. They just a lot of times things just don't mesh. Like I was talking to somebody today about like how Russell Westbrook, like it sounds good him going to the Lakers, but then when you look at it, it was like it didn't work. Play styles don't always work. And I think Josh Giddey's still trying to figure out how to play next to Shea. Sometimes it just doesn't look like it flows to me. Not his game.
Now it flows. Yeah. It flows. I mean, he's the point guard. Like he's basically the de facto. Shea is really not a point guard. I would say last year I think he was more of the point, but I feel like this year, since he has taken on that go-to guy role, this superstar role, he's the guy. I think he has accepted, like, I'm the two. You remember how when it was James Harden and Kyrie's like, I'm the two, James Harden.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same way. He's like, I'm the two, Giddey's the point. And it creates mismatches. Now we can let Shea do whatever, and then if you have Josh Giddey at a point, Josh Giddey is what? What is he, 6'6", 6'7"? Somewhere around there?
It don't feel like he run point enough for me. I think his game better when he like has the ball.
It's because you see that Shea has the ball in his hands a lot, and Josh Giddey isn't the greatest shooter yet. So it's like he's just standing there, and it's like, okay, what do I do?
He do a lot of cutting.
But when he has the ball in his hands, it flows a little bit better because he's a way better passer than Shea. He's a way better passer.
He definitely.
So I think it flows. But I only said it could only because I think they're just gonna be there longer. Like I just feel like we only saw 3 years. One of the biggest what ifs in NBA history. I still believe that they would stay together. They would have won at least one championship.